Hello and welcome back to Cryo Creations. Today's video is going to be a video on how I set up for the parade. I know that I have some minifigs coming in from a couple special friends that requested a parade in their pictures. So we're going to set up the parade today. I've got my helper here with me today. You can see he's down here. And we're down here in the room. I've got a new light up here as well, right above the Great Movie Ride, the Chinese theater. And then we have the other pieces back over here, Indiana Jones, Tarzan, Casablanca, which I'm working on the Mills plate there to finish off the side of that. We've got Singing in the Rain and Mary Poppins right there. And then if I come around here, we have the Wizard of Oz. And again, that is just a small end scene when you get through the main scene that was the Wizard of Oz scene in the ride. So if you guys have checked that out on YouTube, unfortunately we've got to check it out on YouTube now because it no longer exists. We are heading down to the world, and so we're gonna get on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and see how that ride is. Everybody said it's pretty good. But today, like I said, we are gonna work on getting this parade set up. So as we come down, we're gonna do it on Main Street, obviously the Main Street Parade. And right now we've got the omnibus sitting there. We've got the fire engine. We've got one of the floats, the Toy Story float. That's a custom mock that I had made. And then we have the trolley with the horse carriage, and so we're gonna have to get that out of here, get the omnibus out of there. I'm gonna have to actually, you're gonna see how I move this table as well, the table right here, so I can get over to that area and get down Main Street as well. So we'll be incorporating those floats that are already down there around the partner statue as well. So sorry about the extra noise. The air conditioning is on down here, and that kind of has that hum over the video as we go. So that's what you're hearing, that background noise there. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to get this front area here, get all the park goers and some of these structures moved, the omnibus, and I think I'm going to have that fire brigade. I think I'm going to have that in there as well in the parade at the front, but I'm going to get that cleaned up here first, and then we'll be right back with the action. Right now you can see that I've gotten a lot of the people, and I moved the omnibus. I put that over there, and I moved the trolley out of Main Street here, and I'm going to leave the float, Toy Story float, and I've got all the people kind of on the outskirts of the road. So I have got to get now over to Frontierland and get the floats that are over there, and a couple floats that are over in some storage areas, and we'll bring them out and get those aligned here on Main Street. I'm going to leave some of these floats here, Maleficent Dragon, which, yes, it is the Ender Dragon from Minecraft. And then we also have Cinderella, and we have Sleeping Beauty, and we're gonna probably just crunch those together a little bit, get them a little closer to each other to create some space on Main Street. And then the reason why I can get to Main Street is because I moved this table out that had Space Mountain and the arcade. I moved that table out this way so I can get access to Main Street. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those floats. I've got to do a lot of acrobatics to get underneath the table and get those out and over here. And then I will try to place them in the area here on Main Street. And we're gonna use one of the special cars to transport the special guests that we're gonna have. We'll have some guests in there for tonight. And then when I get the minifigures in, we will get those guests in there and get them some great pictures for the PhotoPass program that we're doing. So I will do that right now. All right, and here we are over in the Frontierland, and squeezed through, and I'm in this little portal here, and we're gonna take some of these over. I've got the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. that I used that mini set and made it into a float. We've got Encanto. We've got the Star Wars one that has Tatooine on one side and Mustafar on the other. We've got Frozen. We've got another, The Force Awakens, I would call that one, the Star Wars float. And then we have Avatar. And then we also have Doctor Strange. And so I'm not sure which ones we're going to use. I also have a Cars one over on the other side of the park that we're going to put in there. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of view of the Haunted Mansion. There's the Haunted Mansion there, the one in Disney World, obviously. And we're going to take that float. We're probably going to use that float in the parade as well. The Disneyland Haunted Mansion. It's a good float. I think it turned out really well. We'll get a better look at it over on the other side when I get it over there. So we're going to adjust these here as well as I'm on this side. I'm going to get these create some space over here so we can get some more in and get some of these people on the outskirts of the road here. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. All right now, and we're back up at the front of the park. We've got, we left the Avatar and the Doctor Strange float in Frontierland. They're not going to fit so good up with the amount of floats that I have going right now in this particular parade. So we're gonna get the Cars, we're gonna use Frozen and the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. We're gonna put that in the parade as well. So as I'm up here in the front, my helper still out like a light there on the chair, but he does keep me company. So we're gonna get back behind. I wanted to show you from this vantage point how I moved that table out. So I just made that table obviously movable there. I didn't connect the plates, and so I can slide that out and get in so I can have access to Main Street. So I will get in there right now, and then I'm also going to show you the Haunted Mansion, how I made that into a float, the Disneyland mini set. All right, and here is the set. What I added to it, obviously I put it on a platform there with wheels. I've actually got a Dementor acting as just a regular ghost at the moment because I changed the headpiece. And then I put some brickwork in front there, 2 little lights. I've got some pumpkins because I do have Jack Skeleton still on top there from Christmas time. Let me focus that for you there. And I put couple bats and some tree work around the sides there, and I put the floating head as well. So what I did was I took one of those like light pieces and put one of the Friends heads in there. So it worked out pretty well. And then I also had an extra bust, so I put a larger bust on this side here of statue. So, and then, and I added that tree in the back as well, just some greenery to round it off. And so that one, and I have to place that one in a specific spot because it is kind of wide. So we're gonna put that one right there behind the Roy and Minnie statue. So I'll do that right now. I'll try to place that down. So I'm gonna do that and I will jump right back on. All right, and that is placed. And that is the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland, the mini set that I had just converted into a float. So that turns out really well. It's a little wide, so I have to put it at that angle at that specific spot. And then I am going to also put the Frozen float here, and then the Cars float here. And then I've got that new set that was just released that is a small parade in itself. So I will probably put those as well up in this area, and then leave room for, keep that the Fire Brigade one. And then I've got another like almost like a limousine that brings celebrities and special guests and that kind of stuff down. And I'm going to use that for the front of the parade, which will be placed over there. So I will do that now, and then we'll get a look at the entire parade and see what you guys think. All right, and here we are. We've got all the floats placed there, and the special guest is going to be Luke and Leia, and Stitch is driving that front car. And then here is the placement of that set I was telling you about, the new set, Moana, Woody, there's a Peter Pan and Tinkerbell and Mickey leading the train there. And there's the cars with Mater and Lightning McQueen. Then we've got the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. We've got Frozen. And I've got to place down Anna. There she is walking. Place her right there. You can see her right down in there. And Elsa. And then we have the Toy Story float, which is Andy's room on one side, and Woody on RC on the other, and then the Tatooine on one side, and Mustafa on the other, and then the Rey on her speeder from Force Awakens, and Encanto, Cinderella, Maleficent, and the dragon, and running off there, Sleeping Beauty. So we've got the parade set up. I'm going to get out of this area. I'm going to take a couple videos to place on some other platforms, but I will then get you guys a shot from the front and then come down the side, and we'll go down the parade route, give you some shots from the other side as well. So I'll be here in just a second. All right, we're back up front here. Soon I'm gonna take you on both sides of the park to give you guys a view of the parade as we look down at my helper, still sleeping. And so we're gonna go on this left side up here. Let's take a look at this vantage point. So we'd be coming over this way, and you can look right down Main Street there. Good view of the entire parade. As we look at Tomorrowland behind there, and we see the train out front of the train station here, and all the folks coming into the park as well. And that is the vantage point from the left side. And let's travel to the other side now as well. And still sleeping. Yeah. All right, and here we are on the right side, back on this side here. And this is a better vantage point of seeing the complete parade here, because I can get a better angle here too as I stand. And as we go right down Main Street to the castle, that is the viewing. So it does look like there's a lot more people in the park when we have the floats out there, because I always get comments about how there should be about 10,000 more minifigures out there. And again, if you want to help fill the park up there, you're more than welcome to send me some minifigs, and I will put the information about the PhotoPass program on here. I'll take some pictures of your minifigs in the park. They'll stay in the park, and I will send you the photos. I'll DM them to you, or email them to you, just as long as you guys give me the information to get them to you. 2 areas in the park that you'd like, maybe a ride, or maybe in the hotels. Don't forget, we also have the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, and the Contemporary Hotel as well. So maybe a shot of you and the family right in front of the Mary Blair mosaic. It's always a good shot. But like I said, that's just a fun program. I know I've got one coming in. They're excited about getting some pictures in front of the parade. And so that's why we wanted to show you that today. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I will put the information about the PhotoPass information program on the in the video here in just a second. And don't hesitate to like and subscribe, share with anybody who likes Lego and Disney, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye now.